what they've been through, none of us could ever begin to imagine. You know, we'll have all suffered death in our families, in our lives, but to have it to maybe your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister, and then to have a campaign against that, you could never begin to imagine what that must feel like.
Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers speaking after new findings into the Hillsborough disaster were exposed on Wednesday. 96 Liverpool supporters were crushed to death expecting to see their team take on Nottingham Forest in an FA Cup semi-final on April the 15th, 1989. An independent panel revealed that those who perished that day were the subject of a cover-up by the authorities, who made strenuous efforts to blame them for the disaster. Friends and families of the victims have fought for 23 years for the truth to be uncovered, a fight that has a significant, albeit dark, place in the club's history.
Everyone that's come into here understands their role, whether it's a youth team player, a first team player, coach or manager. Everyone understands the magnitude of what has happened, and they're well briefed on that history. So, as I said, we had our silence yesterday on the field during our session, and I was just looking in the eyes and the faces of the ones that have just come in, and they weren't bemused by it. They understood why they were in silence, and as I said, that is a part of what being a player, manager, coach or supporter here is, understanding the history.
As those connected with Hillsborough now look to gain some degree of closure, Rodgers hopes unsavoury chants relating to the tragedy become a thing of the past.
Unfortunately, you have a very, very, very small percentage of idiots at any club who will always try and smear a club's reputation and how they work. So, of course, it's obvious that these are certainly chants and whatnot that no one wants to hear.
The truth may have been exposed, but the long journey to justice has only just begun. A fresh inquiry into the events of Hillsborough is likely to open as the battle to right the many wrongs of the tragedy continues.